Hello everyone. So, 2 videos ago, I broke my first drive shaft. In here is the new metal one, which is blue. So now, being dumb, I only put one in, so then the other side is now broken. So in this video, we're gonna fix that. And since I forgot to make a video about the last time, I'm doing it now. So, this right here is my remote control car, a latrax Teton. And today, we're gonna fix the drive shaft that no longer exists. Please watch the video till the end to see what happens. We're gonna test it out afterward. Okay, to start, we're gonna unscrew this little guy here and take off the wheel so that we have more space to work with. Well, after screwing for a little while, I got the wheel off. Inside there is a screw. Looks like this. So now, as a second step, which I should have done earlier, you see that wheel hex on there? It needs to come off. After a lot of pulling, you can do this. That's actually the most challenging part. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Anyway, next, let's just get the drive shaft out quickly. So since I'm thinking of adding a brushless motor sometime soon, I'm gonna use a metal drive shaft. For 2 of these, at your regular hobby store, around $20. You can probably get it for less on places like Amazon, although shipping fees, I count it to make it pretty much the same. But you probably don't want to hear this. I don't want to keep talking about this. So let's show you how to get inside. So if you can see that there, this is the broken drive shaft. So that's the part that we need to fix. And we're going to start by pushing here, and then pulling the broken drive shaft out this way. There you go. As you can obviously tell, these are these little guys. Took off the bearing with it. I'm gonna need to put that back in. So the difference between the metal drive shaft and the plastic drive shaft is that, as well as being, made of metal, this one here is spun by this part right here. It's what is used on real cars for center drive shafts and to extend them, since a piece of metal too long would become weak and would break easily. So that's how this one works. Now, this one, though, has a ball joint inside, which means that it can go like this. And it's much more flexible for that reason. That might change once we put it in, but we're going to see about that. And again, we're going to test this afterward, so watch until the end. So, some of my friends told me that this part right here would just pop off. But I tried, and it doesn't. So we're going to have to take that little screw right there. You probably can't see it because my camera's not good. Take that off, and then push out the wishbone pin. because although you can get the first part of the drive shaft in, you definitely cannot get the second part. So we're going to have to deal with that. P.S. If you can see, it is most noticeably missing a drive shaft. So, for step 1, I've got to just unscrew this little piece right here, which I'm doing with this screwdriver that I just found. And there we go. Well, that little screw is off. We're going to put it back inside the wheel, which is actually where I've been keeping every single one of those pieces. Back to this. So for this next part, we need to get the little pin out from right there. It's the other side of the screw. So I got a nail, and that is what I'm going to use to try and get this pin out. So it's really hard. I've done it on the other side, but you've got to push it in, and the pin eventually should start coming out on the other side. So, over here. Okay, so it turned out that the wishbone actually only goes around one way, or the pin. So that's what we've had to deal with. But finally, we are done, and we have taken the pin out. So that is the one thing that we had to deal with. Now it's done, we can get onto the main part. Ready? And bam. Okay. As anticlimactic as that was, we need to get going. And the best angle I can show it to you from now is from here. So what we got to do is take the bearing and put the drive shaft in like that. Now it seems to like it wants to take a little bit of a push, and that's okay. So that's how to do the first part, and then we're gonna put it all back together. Okay, and we're in. Now we've got to fit the second arm into there and put this back like that. Okay, so now that we got that drive shaft in there, we gotta put the pin back. And you can do this by making sure it's lined up really well. Remember, it only goes in and out from the very back side for the back wishbones. So you gotta line it up perfectly for this part to work. There you go. I'm gonna do the rest off camera, but that's what happens. Well, that when the screw is back in, which means that all we have to do now is put on the wheel hex and then the wheel. So if you notice on the wheel hex, the back right there is studded a little, and which means that you've got to find the exact right place for it to go. And remember, keep the drive shaft steady and at a perfect amount so that it doesn't go out the other direction when you're driving. Next, you've got to fit the wheel on and then screw in the front wheel screw with an Allen key. And just because this is important, I'll say again, Allen key. I don't know what happens if you try to screw it in with a screwdriver, but I'm not sure I want to know. I'm going to do the first part by hand, and when it gets hard, start to do the Allen key. Also going to zoom out so you guys can see the whole thing. Thanks for watching my videos. Again, if any of you find the way to pop off the top thing, you should definitely do that other than the thing that I did, because it would be much quicker. But since I don't know how to do that, I'm just teaching you how to fix a drive shaft. Thank you, and please subscribe for more videos like this one. Well, he looks fine to me. I'll do a jump for you, and then I'll be safe to declare that he's probably better. Yep, he's better. And best of all, I don't think those drive shafts have broken. Nope, I can see them, they're still around. Again, thanks for watching.